Hello everybody, welcome back to Paul Cthulhu, and welcome back to the Chzo Mythos.
Hello, and I guess it's the Chzo Mythos, but this is long straight away from the Cthulhu series.
Obviously. We are rebranding here on Paul Cthulhu. If anything now, you are just straight up Cthulhu, because you've had your education now, so we're branching out a little bit. We're deciding to finish up with a few little loose ends in terms of the games we played on this series. And then we're going to get into some hardcore shit, so stay tuned for that in a couple of years when we get to the end of these games. But this is Trilby's notes.
Yeah.
Now I mentioned a little bit about this at the end of our 7 Days of Skeptic playthrough, which I'm sure you've just watched on the playlist. Naturally. Or on the day this came out. Now I've been picking this up because this is my personal favourite from the Chzo Mythos. I play these myself. Paul, obviously you've only played 7 Days of Skeptic, am I right in saying that?
Over a decade ago.
Yes, so you don't know diddly squat in terms of the mythos of the
but that said, I look forward to seeing how much this lore makes into his new games on his 12 games in 12 months.
Oh yeah, that's a thing actually, yeah. We won't promote that because it's not on our website or our YouTube channel. You'll just go discover that for yourself, boys and girls.
But it's Trilby's games, and I'm actually going to get around to it eventually.
Yes, let's hope so. Anyway, these are from long since past in this future, and as we're saying, slightly different interface with this. This is more keyboard than mouse. We'll try the tutorial. No. So let's see what's happening here. Following documents are taken from the handwritten notes of Trilby, an STP field operative whose real name remains classified. I'll say it's like George or something. What do you think?
An STP operative?
Yes. Why is the game over already? I didn't do anything.
I lost.
Oh. Okay, that was weird.
Yep.
This is what I thought. Oh! That was what I thought as I stood and watched the full manor collapse into flaming ash. The ordeal was over. Those 5 days cost us all so much. Philip and AJ paid with their lives. They were the fortunate ones. Jim Fowler was expelled from school for truancy, a bright future in tatters. Simone Taylor took to the bottle. Her broadcast became slurred, her eyes hollow and unwelcoming. She soon vanished from television screens.
Oh no.
As for me, I tried to return to life as a cat burglar, but I had forever been tainted by the time spent in that wretched house. The memories of my possession came back in my nightmares. Every night I was there again, in the mansion, staring out through unfamiliar eyes as Philip died at my hands. I became convinced that John Defoe was not at rest, that someday he would return for me. I became so terrified of invisible enemies that I forgot about the tangible ones. Trilby caught!
Huzzah!
2 slow, miserable years at the Defoe Manor, a barrage of truncheon blows taught me a harsh lesson in reality, and I wake up in the kind of filthy cell I assumed would be my new home. But then he came, the man from the government, with his nervous smile, offering an alternative. The STP, the Special Talent Project.
What?
It wouldn't have been that much earlier that I would have sooner died than entered an obligation with anyone, least of all the government. Had the Defoe Manor changed me so much? Whatever my reasons, I left my past behind and resolved to give my new superiors nothing to complain about. I spent 1.5 years completing assignments, developing contacts, building a reputation. And then, the past caught up. In the summer of 1997, I became concerned about Simone Taylor's mental well-being. The papers were reporting her continual breakdown, and she'd become a virtual recluse. I had no idea if my appearance would assist or hinder. I had, after all, deliberately allowed her to think me dead. Presumably she knew differently now, after the media coverage of my arrest, but I would expect her to be bitter about my subterfuge. On balance, I decided that a meeting with an old friend would most likely be beneficial. I came to her apartment building on a warm, stormy night and braced myself for the encounter. Okay, so this is mostly keyboard this time, so to give a command, just start typing it. So this basically plays like an old Sierra game, essentially. Game expects input. Alright. So that icon up there basically says if it's a cutscene or not. That's the idea. Okay, and we can do all the things with the escape button. That's good.
Yep.
Okay, let's have a look around. Simone's apartment building was gripped by a thick smell of musty and rushed carpets. What's the one on the right? So, knock on door. Oh, that's handy. Knock on door. Knocked again louder. Once more with feeling. Ooh. Tab function. We've got lockpicks. One could have in trouble, and even if she wasn't. Here we go. We are in.
Turn on the light, I guess.
Go around. Turn. Ah, here we are. Look at blind. I presume blinds, is it?
Yep. Open blinds.
Yes. There we are. This is pretty cool, actually. Oh! Oh shit, there she is.
Ah, she's dead. Hooray!
Look at Simone.
I would fear that point.
Yeah, hang on. They have to time it right. Damn it. Okay, this is not working as intended.
Maybe that drop when it's flashing, because when you're typing, it's still the time hasn't stopped when you're typing.
There we go. Oh, I see now.
So look at the phone, but hold off until it starts flashing.
See, it's not.
It looks like.
Yeah. So, how do I get this to trigger?
That's a good question.
Look at body. Body in the fall. Yeah, there we go. I fell for a pulse. My hands came away stained with long, cool blood. Oh, yeah, so that's a machete. So we heard about this at the end of the last game.
Yes.
And here we go. That's it.
Huh.
Due to me being a clear murder suspect, I was relieved from duty from the week it took for the Ministry of Occultism to inspect the flat and confirm supernatural activity. Not sure you'd confirmed that, but here we are. My superiors simultaneously apologised and assigned me to investigate if there was a connection to the Defoe Manor incident. Merely reading these 3 words, capitalised on the front of a loose leaf file, brought the nightmares back with more intensity than ever. Sure enough, a field agent reported that looters had discovered and sold several artefacts from the mansion, including the wooden idol that housed John Defoe's soul.
God damn it.
To my surprise, no murders had been reported or committed by anyone who had come into contact with the accursed trinket. I did not find this reassuring. I quickly advised James Fowler to go into hiding. He was stunned but agreed. The boy had sense and still respected my judgment. This done, I began following the idol's trail. From the pawn shop it had entered the possession of one Professor Abed Chahal, an authoritative historian. Chahal, you remember? The captain was called Barry Chahal in the last game.
Huh.
He had scheduled some kind of antique fair in the Clan Bronwyn Hotel on a small island off the coast of Anglesey, popular with tourists. Assuming the role of a scholar of antiquities, I booked a room. On the 28th of July, 1997, I caught a ferry from Portlahogue in Anglesey and arrived at around 3 p.m. in Clanbromwyn Island's coastal village. It seemed a peaceful hamlet, and in defiance of stereotype, the locals were welcoming and told me no local legends to dissuade me from exploring the island. The Clanbromwyn Hotel was in the island centre, surrounded by forest. I made my way there by foot. Hello, man. A man has arrived. As soon as I arrived, I was greeted by a balding man in a grey anorak. What you buying, stranger? I wondered if I was expected to know who he was.
It depends.
Ah, he's with the ministry. Mr. Lankman.
There are still people who don't trust you, Mr. Trilby.
Why did you trust a cat burglar? I don't understand.
I haven't done anything since I joined the STB. It's not your cut of a past.
Traumatized.
Yeah.
That'll do it. This kind of makes sense.
Yeah?
Although, it is a bit dissuading to have like someone just like, here, can you just keep an eye on this guy just for like a couple of days? I mean, you're going to Wales, I hope you don't mind. And he's just going to have a look around, basically, for a couple of days. That's good. Don't blow our cover, by the way, whenever you... if you don't mind, like... Okay.
Yeah, so I've been sent to watch you in case of irrationality, but it's tropical island, so I'm just going to take my holiday.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah. Well, I wouldn't call Wales tropical. The Clanbromwich Hotel lobby was a warm welcome. The building was certainly well maintained, and yet there was something about it that nagged at the back of my mind, quickening my pulse. I dismissed the sensation, an act which, in retrospect, I would come to regret. Look at that dark... Oh! Do you recognise that? That's Terence Railby, for fuck's sake. That's a hell of a cover, that is. Fucking James Bond.
Wait, who? The lady, or...?
That's a lady, yeah. Professor. Aha! This is the guy.
Aha. How very convenient.
This, I decided, was what they called a golden opportunity. Yes, we do. That's because we're lying through our fucking hat.
Uh-huh.
How could you not remember me with my waistcoat and hat outfit?
I'm telling you, we met someone before in a time you were meeting a lot of people.
Exactly. Okay. I spent some time studying Chahal's movements and habits. He was, by all accounts, absent-minded, and that was something I could use. Haha. That's the wit and wisdom the cat burger can develop.
Naturally.
You're just feeding him his lines here. You know how I'm really important in this area you are? Yes, I know. The remainder of Professor Chahal's suspicion melted away from his expression as the opportunity to make money entered the conversation. Sweet delicious capitalism. Can't go wrong, lads.
Yep.
Ooh, he's inviting us for drinks. Even better. Right then. Nice smooth opening to this game, I suppose.
Yep.
A death. Drinks with an old professor. And we're straight there. And a woman is here. The new woman.
Well, you can't drink without, like...
Oh, and she's Irish.
Is he so absent-minded that he forgot he had a prostitute at the time?
Apparently so. Well, apparently she's called Siobhan, so that's always a start, isn't it?
Naturally.
Looking for the information on the 4 manor artifacts. Well, that's something at least. Yes, it's almost as if it's some sort of paranormal phenomenon that people are interested in.
Indeed. Maybe
Most Haunted will do a vigil there once upon in a couple of years' time.
Actually, was the default matter that special?
I'm pretty sure it was swept under the rug after a while, but I suppose with Simone Taylor dying, they might get popular again. But the girl struck me as a forceful personality. That's Irish women for you. I gave the matter some thought before replying. Skirting on behalf of the client, just like I told the professor. Is it now? And how old are you, Siobhan? 45, maybe? Honestly, the fucking cheek of you.
Yep.
O'Malley. Or do you mean O'Malley? Yeah, see, it's O'Malley. I'm going to call him O'Malley, don't give a fuck.
Cool.
If the apostrophe is there, then it does not count. Okay. That's my topic of conversation.
The idol.
Talk to Abed about the Faux Manor.
Now, remember, you must find the Jade Monkey before the next full moon.
About the okay, let's do what that tutorial says. Okay, now that's fair, yeah. So this is kind of the tricky thing because you have to actually pay attention to the dialogue and pick up on whatever keywords.